Just a short trip for breakfast on Monday morning before heading to work. This was in an old train station built in 1851 and then was converted into a hotel. It has a couple restaurants and a cafe on the first floor. The food wasn't great, but the building was nice. I had it almost entirely to myself. Almost no one else was there. The walls looked all marble and very ornate. I haven't done a video on my Milgauss in a while. I put it on because I think it worked well with my suit. The almost turquoise color complements the dark navy, and looking closer, the orange accents also go with navy blue. And it can still be worn as a dress watch because of the polished center links and the shiny bezel. I'll talk about the dial because that's what makes it special, and compare it with two other blue dials, the bright blue dial and the midnight blue dial. The Z Blue dial is an electric blue, and it has that metallic sunray finish, which gives it those wedge-shaped variations in color that change depending on the angle of the light. The green sapphire crystal on top acts almost like a filter, and it makes the dial look almost turquoise. And it gives an even greener shade when viewed at an angle. And comparing the Z Blue dial with the bright blue dial on my Sky Dweller. The bright blue dial is also found on the Oyster Perpetual, the Datejust, the White Gold Daytona, and the 40mm Yachtmaster. The bright blue dial is a truer shade of blue, but it still has that sunray finish, so parts of the dial can look like a bright shiny blue, and other parts can look like a darker navy blue. So compared with the Z Blue dial, it's not as wild, the color is more conservative, and it pairs well with a dressier watch. And it can be used in a wide variety of situations and goes well with a lot of different outfits. And the last comparison is with the midnight blue dial on the white gold GMT. This dial color is much more subtle. You can bring out the bright blue if you put it in direct sunlight, but in most indoor situations it's a much darker blue, and sometimes it even looks black. So the darkness of the dial gives a good contrast with the hour markers and the hands. So it's a very good legibility to read the time at a glance. But being blue, it gives an extra distinction to this watch, and you can tell immediately that it's a white gold GMT. I believe this watch is the only one in the entire Rolex lineup that's offered with a midnight blue dial. So that's a comparison between three different Rolex blue dials. They do make three additional blue dials, which I don't have examples of. If you can name them without looking them up, type them in the comments below. But I like all three of these dials, but for different reasons. The Z Blue dial is kind of a bold and quirky dial, and it gives it that extra pop of color to your outfit. And the bright blue dial with the sunray finish is more conservative, kind of a standard blue across the Rolex line. It's kind of a mix between a sports and dress watch. But the midnight blue dial on the GMT, that's definitely more sporty. It's a much more subtle shade of blue, but it makes it more special for me to wear this GMT. Let me know in the comments what your favorite blue dial is. And as always, I welcome comments on how to improve my videos. And thanks for watching.